How's everybody tonight? Hopefully your weekend is off to a good start. Maybe it's going to get better right now. I'm hoping that Luminance is going to be as awesome as I think it's going to be. And we're going to hopefully find some nice cards in here tonight. Before we start ripping into packs and boxes, we do have a little bit of information to go over. So let's get started with that first. Couple of things on this page. Number one, my feedback is completely automated on eBay, so that means you never have to wait on me. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. The second and most important thing on that page is to say thank you. I appreciate everybody who comes by, watches the break, chats with me, bids on eBay. However you participate, I'm glad to have you, and thank you for joining me. We will now take a look at auctions, at auctions that are ending over the next 5 days. This is the stuff that's already listed on eBay, up and available for bidding. So tomorrow night we're going to do a half case of autographed mini helmets. We will do an autographed football jersey, an autographed full-size football helmet, an autographed baseball jersey, and a full case of Finest baseball. On Sunday, we're going to roll into a basketball jersey, which we haven't done for a while. That will be followed by a case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. We'll do a couple of boxes of 2012 Signature Series baseball, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football, and another case of Luminance. Monday night will be a Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey and a case of Finest. Tuesday will be an autographed football jersey, another half case of autographed mini football helmets, and another case of Luminance. On Wednesday, we will break more Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs and a half case of Topps Series 2 Jumbo Baseball. Yeah, can you believe it's already time for Series 2 to come out? So that's what we're looking at in the days ahead. Tonight's an easy one. We just have one single break, and that is a full case of Luminance football. It just came out today. I'm pretty psyched about getting into it. And, of course, the anticipated shipping date on that, you see there on the screen, is Tuesday. I feel like I can probably get this out to you sooner than that, but to be on the safe side, I'm going to leave it there as Tuesday. And, of course, if I can get it out to you sooner, just consider it a happy surprise. I hope that I can. I'm going to try very hard to. So 12 boxes of 2018 Luminance football. This is a full case break. Break number 1 came out today. We're opening it up today, Friday, the 8th of June. Team names are on the left. Winning bidders are across from it there on the right-hand side. And, of course, this product's going to be pretty cool, it looks like. We should find, according to the sales materials, about every other box, we should find an on-card rookie autograph that is called Draft Day Signatures, is what the card series is called. So I'm looking forward to those. I know we've got Lamar Jackson with live autographs in here, and Shaquem Griffin as well, I believe. And I did adjust the focus right there. I do realize that threw the background a little bit out of focus, but that shouldn't be an issue. We should still be able to see our cards without any issues, because we like to look at them up close and personal anyway. Oh boy, I did not manage to get the tape cut the whole way through, did I? So this is my first chance to get into this as well, of course. It came actually really early this morning. I don't know what they did. They had somehow kind of didn't get stuff out on time or something. So they overnight, like, express mailed it to me to make sure that it would still get here for release day, which of course is today. So yeah, they were knocking on my door super early this morning, delivering us some Luminance football. And I have several cases of this, so we're going to get an opportunity to open this a few times over the days ahead. So we should find, well, there are, 40 cards a box, I think. Every other box is supposed to have the draft day signature that I mentioned, which is the on-card rookie autograph. Otherwise, we're looking for 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box. Pretty good hit ratio there. And of course, you know how Panini is. Everything is, quote, on average with them. So what that means is sometimes a hit might get replaced with a rewards point card or something like that. And if that happens, then of course we would random off, use random.org to distribute our rewards point card or cards at the end of the break, should we happen to end up with any. All right, let's see what we've got. These are pretty cool little card design. I mean, it's some muted sort of colors. It's not our typical trading card look, which frankly I kind of like. I like seeing something a little different. And this one is numbered. I believe anytime we see anything other than the silver ink, let me just double check, yeah, that it's going to be numbered. This one is 2-5. So the Baltimore Ravens with Orlando Brown starting things off, that numbered 2-5. I see Mason Rudolph coming next. And there, in fact, is the first of our draft day signatures. So again, these all on-card autographs. That, of course, will go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, you notice there that it says Oklahoma State, because that is where he went to college. All of our draft day cards, draft day signature cards, are going to list their collegiate school on them. But, of course, the card is going to go to the team that the rookie is with currently. So that's how that's going to work. A nice Saquon Barkley. That is a dynamic insert. And again, same thing. You see that it says Nittany Lions on there. Of course, we know Saquon Barkley is a Giant. So that will go to the Giants. And then there's another one of his rookie cards right behind it. And of course, it handily says Giants on it. So that kind of gives you an idea of what these cards are going to look like, kind of how they're coming out and what we're going to be searching for as we go along the way. Chicago Bears and Mike Singletary is our first relic. And I guess that is just, those aren't numbered apparently. It just says vintage on it. And player worn. I didn't know if it was going to be player worn or game use, but that did say player worn. An Aaron Donald portrait insert for the Rams. Don't see any numbering on that one either. I'm going through this for the first time right alongside you, so I know it's a little slower in the beginning, but that's to make sure that I know what we're looking for as well. Darren Carrington II. Again, that one is gold as opposed to silver, but I don't see any numbering on it. Kurt Benkert, numbered to 75. Of course, Kurt Benkert was originally undrafted, currently, or subsequently, I should say, signed with the Falcons. So that will go to the Falcons. But as a whole, these are pretty cool cards. I'm a fan of the card design here. And then, of course, the nice part is the every other box we're having the draft day on-card autograph. Jamon Moore, I believe, is a Packer, numbered to 200? Yeah, 249 on Jamon Moore. And, of course, I will double-check, make sure that everybody is going to the right team before those go out the door, but I'm pretty sure he is a Packer. There's another Saquon Barkley insert. Again, I don't see any numbering on it, but we're going to put it in the sleeve for right now anyway, because I think anything that's a little different from the norm, I'll kind of set aside, and as we go through the break, I'm sure I'll get a better feel for how common those are going to be. You know, the other thing I like about this, the fact that there's not a zillion packs in there. Like, this makes my life much happier. We just have a nice little 4-pack, 10 cards pack kind of deal. We don't have to have 100 packs of cards with 2 cards each in them. But you know they do that sometimes. Seems like they just enjoy putting in lots of packs sometimes. For I don't know what reason, but anyway. Of course, they're gonna change directions on us multiple times because, hey, why not? Julian Edelman, man, he just got busted for PEDs. Like, what's that about? I was not expecting that to happen. Mike Gesicki for 200 and numbered 249. He is for the Dolphins. Bruce Smith for the Bills on a vintage insert. Which I guess apparently we're just going to spend lots of time flipping the cards back and forth. So here's what's going to happen. Unless you guys object, the ones that are upside down, we're just going to kind of leave them upside down as we go through, unless they are a hit or a numbered card or something that we need to pay closer attention to. That's numbered to 99 for the Jags, DJ Chark. James Washington, Steelers hit again. This one numbered to 225. And by the way, if you do object, and you do want to see every card flipped right side up, all you have to do is jump into chat and let me know. If you don't know how to get into chat, it should be pretty easy. That's numbered to 99, Juju Smith-Schuster for the Steelers. The first thing you would do would just be log into YouTube. And second thing would be if you happen to be on a mobile device and you're not in the app, you're at the www YouTube page, you would also have to click on the thing that says you want to view the desktop version. Marcus Mariota for the Titans is our relic out of this box. Little Riley Ferguson. Tavarius McFadden, and that is numbered to 249. I don't remember Tavarius McFadden off the top of my head. Let me see if I have him. I do have him written down. 49ers. He was originally undrafted, subsequently the 49ers. Rusty and David are both saying they're late and they want to know if they have any hits. Guys, as far as like inserts and things, I am, well, honestly, even as far as autographs, I'm not 100% sure at this moment. However, I do recap at the end of the break, so you'll get a chance to see all of the numbered cards and the autograph cards and the relic cards will all be part of that recap at the end. Now, there's lots of other unnumbered inserts that we've seen go by, and I mean, for sure, there's been several Saquon Barkley inserts, but I don't think any of them have been numbered. And Panthers, I don't know if we've had inserts for them or not. I don't really remember any, but that is not to say that we haven't had them. Because most of that stuff, pretty much as soon as we look at it and move on, I've already kind of let it go right out of my head most of the time. Billy Price, numbered to 75, numbered to 75, is a Cincinnati Bengal for Billy Price. Nice little Dan Marino insert there for the Dolphins. DeAndre Hopkins. For the Denver Broncos, Vance Johnson, and that is numbered to 125. As a whole, though, I kind of like these cards. They always look nice in the sales materials, but sometimes it's hard to judge until you get them right in your hand. But so far, so good, I think. Mark Andrews for the Ravens, numbered to 99. And, of course, it never hurts that we have both Shaquem Griffin and, why did I just blank on his name? Lamar Jackson live in the product, so that's nice. Darius Geis for the Redskins, numbered to 99. A little Le'Veon Bell. Good thing he shows up on the trading card because he's not going to show up for the team. Not until probably week 1. Detroit Lions, Golden Tate is our relic. Ezekiel Elliott portraits for the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do about Le'Veon Bell. I mean, like, yeah, he is really good, but, I mean, this business of not being able to get him signed to a deal for 2 years running because he's asking for such a large amount of money. I mean, and he's already been offered, what is going on with my sleeves? He's already been offered maybe twice or almost twice what the current highest paid running back is earning. And he's still not happy with that. I don't think they're going to be able to sign him. I mean, you know, offering the guy like $15 million a year, I think, and the highest paid running back currently is maybe $8.25 million. And he just kind of says, you know, up yours. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make a deal with him. At that point, though, I mean, you are still making, what, $14 million or so on the tag this year? I think for $14 million, maybe you could just show up for OTAs. That's really all I'm saying. Marcus Allen, numbered to 299. Don't remember Marcus Allen. I am looking it up. Is Marcus Allen a Steeler for real? How do I not remember him? I don't. But yeah, he was apparently drafted by my Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought I knew all my Steelers rookies, but apparently I do not. Because I did not remember Marcus Allen. So there you go. Jordan Lasley. Jordan is numbered to 75. And Jordan, where do you go, my friend? Jordan Lasley is a Raven. It's a nice little Josh Allen insert. Well, I mean, that is an insert. Some of these that just have the gold writing. I'm not sure if they're inserts or not, but we'll figure it out. Numbered to 99, Jerome Baker and the Dolphins. Christian Kirk. There is a nice draft day signature coming out for the Arizona Cardinals. And that one is in gold ink. Was our other draft day in gold? Maybe in silver. So I'm gathering we must have different ink possibilities on these as well. Panini has a tendency to do that sometimes. Here comes a Panther. David, you were asking about the Panthers. So here's a hit for sure for them, and that would be Christian McCaffrey and a relic for you. You said you're going to be mad if I pull a good Darnold because you tried to bid. Oh, and your browser stopped. Oh, that is a drag. Big Ben Roethlisberger portrait insert for the Steelers. Hey guys, that is why I always say use Auction Sniper. You would be surprised at how many times it will come in handy. And they don't, they don't charge you unless you win. And even if you do win, it's hardly ever very much money. It's like a quarter or something. It's totally worth it. At least it is to me. And then you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So yeah, I would check it out. If you haven't ever looked into it, it's called auctionsniper.com. And I have used them for years. I love them. It's super easy and intuitive to use. You can go in and change your bids, delete them, up them, lower them, do whatever you want to do, right up until probably about a minute or two before the auction ends. And then they're kind of locked in at that point. But until that point, you can do a lot with them. Deontay Burnett, numbered to 99. It also gives you, updates if you get outbid or something like that. And it puts, Deontay's a Titan, by the way. And it puts you, I guess in the last 5 seconds before the auction ends is normally where it will put your bid. I think you can adjust it and say you want it to go faster or slower than that, but for the most part, it's usually about 5 seconds left. Anthony Miller is a Bear, numbered to 75, Chicago Bears. Nice little DJ Chark insert for the Jags. Jaleel Scott. Is this another draft day? We're in a different box, right? I'm like, hang on a minute. Yeah, this is a different box, I guess, than we had Christian Kirk in. There for a minute, I thought we had them 2 out of the same box. Jaleel Scott is also a Raven. Some of these I still have to look up. Nice little Lamar Jackson insert. For the Falcons, a relic for Matt Ryan. And these are nice size relics. I do like that. I hope we find some of the ones like they showed us in the marketing materials of the Nike swooshes and laundry tags, and some of the ones maybe that are even just multiple color ones. I hope we find a few of those along the way too. This is the first of a few new products that Panini is releasing for football this year. Another one coming up shortly is called Elements. And Elements looks to me like it's going to be a pretty good mix of maybe old and new. So not only rookies, but maybe some of our veterans and Hall of Famers. Not that we don't have that in here too, but I think this is... Obviously, the autographs in here are definitely slanted towards the rookies. Cameron Petway. Cameron is numbered to 25, and he was originally undrafted. Then he went to the Vikings. I believe the Vikings waived him. If he has not yet signed with anyone else, it will go to the Vikings. If he has signed with someone else since he was waived by the Vikings, then it will go to whoever he is currently with. All right? Does that make sense? Josh Allen, hey. Buffalo Bills, numbered to 99. With a nice little Josh Allen signature to get things rolling for the Bills. I kind of like these inserts, the portraits as well, although that's what, like the 100th one we've pulled of Aaron Donald. Not really the 100th one, but, you know, we've pulled a few of Aaron Donald so far, I believe. Logan Woodside, hang on a second. Sorry, guys, I just stacked something in a way I didn't mean to, mixed in the base and the inserts. I just want to fix it. Now I feel better. Logan Woodside, and Logan here is numbered to 75, and Logan is a Bengal. Cincinnati Bengals. I think he's from that area too, isn't he? He's from kind of the, maybe not exactly Cincinnati specifically, but kind of that area of Ohio, I believe. Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, we got a second color in one, and it's for Pat Mahomes. That's a win-win. I just wanted something with a little extra pizzazz. So, Pat Mahomes delivers. Russell Wilson flash insert. So we're at the halfway point right now. So we've opened 6. We have 6 left to go. And Philip, I believe you are right. I didn't see you there till just now. Somehow or another, I don't know. I got wrapped up in looking at all these cards. I forgot to look at chat. Sorry. But yeah, Philip, I think the Ravens are definitely getting some hits tonight. But My guess is if you have the Ravens, you're probably not happy unless you walk out of here with a Lamar Jackson tonight. Especially since this is the first product he's really been live in. At supposedly no redemptions or whatever. He's like in here ready to go. So I think if you're a Ravens fan, that's most likely what you're after. Uh-oh, hit replaced. Stupid reward point. Saw that yellow edge and knew that that was unhappy. Maurice Hurst. Flash insert for Todd Gurley. And of course our points card I will award using random.org at the end of the break. Kerryon Johnson, that would be for the Detroit Lions, and Kerryon is numbered to 225. So what do you guys think of the product? Do you like it? Do you like the card design and the way it looks, or how does everybody feel about it? Jameis Winston for the Bucks, numbered to 5. Traquan Smith. Traquan is a draft day signature as well, so I don't remember Traquan Smith at all. Let me see. I don't even know if I have Traquan Smith written down, so hold on a moment, please. I do not. I will have to look up. I can't even hazard a guess where Traquan Smith goes. So I will look that one up at the end of the break. We'll check that out before I sign off. There's a nice little Sam Darnold insert for the Jets. Numbered to 99, DeAndre Hopkins and the Texans. David says that he believes that Traquan Smith is a Saint. Of course, you know me. I'm always going to go check it out and make sure. Even when I think I know myself, I still go check them out because I'm just, anal that way about it. That is Jared Goff for the Rams. Because I want to make sure that everybody gets their cards correctly. But we will definitely take David's word on that as well. And I'm sure he is correct that is the Saints, but we'll double check it, and then I'll probably check it again before I ship it out, because I usually check them all after I sort them. I check them one final time before I shoot them out the door when they're the preseason products like this, where our rookies are not always showing with their pro team. Sometimes they're showing their college team. Dwayne says he needs to see some Broncos on him. That's all he's caring about. He just needs to see some Broncos. Dante Pettis, 49ers. Usually we do find quite a few Broncos, at least the preseason stuff up to this point, that's been the case. Orlando Brown to 249. And oh boy, I should know Orlando Brown. Ravens again, right? Yeah, Ravens again. There's the pretty boy, Tom Brady. Portraits. Who was it that called him a pretty boy? I can't remember now. There's some other player called him a pretty boy. Always makes me laugh. Well, speaking of the Broncos, look at that, Dwayne. Ask and ye shall receive. How about Ed McCaffrey, numbered to 25? So you didn't have to wait too long after you put it out there in the universe for the universe to deliver it to you, Dwayne. Not too shabby. Riley Ferguson, numbered to 10. Of course, he's on here as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, so that's where we're going to send any Riley Fergusons that we find. And, they cut him too, but it doesn't matter because that's how he's identified on the card, so that's where he's going. Dante Pettis, 49ers, numbered to 225. Aw, Terry Bradshaw for my Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys know I love my Steelers. And Darren Carrington's still in here as well. Fred Taylor for the Jags. With another little relic hit there. Jamon Moore coming in again. Yeah, it's unusual to only have one break in a night for me. Of course, I broke earlier today, too, because, yeah, well, had that fun time last night. Stupid Windows Update. I hate Windows Update. It always messes something up for me. And I thought I was ready to go. Like, I made sure, okay, it usually does something to my broadcast software. So I'm like, all right, my software's up. Everything's loaded. It's all working. Everything's good. I go to plug the camera in to start the break. Uh-oh, whoops, it's disabled the webcam. So, last night was a hot mess. And it had to be rescheduled for today, once I finally figured it out and got it fixed last night. Harold Landry for the Titans, numbered to 249. So, I actually already broke once today with the stuff that would have originally been done last night had we not had the little Windows Update little special circumstance. Did we look at that one already? I guess we did, didn't we? Yeah. Leighton Vander Esch. Leighton is a Dallas Cowboy, and that is numbered to 10. Not only is it numbered to 10, it is the last in the series. You know how much that makes me happy when they're first or last in the series. So Leighton there is number 10 of 10. So woohoo! Philip said maybe some Dwayne Hughes good luck to run his way. He's looking for a good hit for the Packers tonight. All right, well, let's see if we can't conjure up some love for the Packers then for you. Right now I know somebody who's about to be happy, and that's the Arizona Cardinals, because we have a nice little Josh Rosen draft day on-card autograph for, whoops, that's the wrong sleeve, for Josh Rosen and the Cardinals. How about that? Pretty sweet. J.J. Watt, Portrait Texans. Yeah, I'm a fan of these draft day autos. I like them. I'm not going to be shy about that. I definitely like them. Lance Allworth, Chargers, is our relic. Flash insert for the Vikings. Oh, daggone it. I just stacked my... I keep trying to stack the base on the inserts. I don't know what I'm doing tonight with that. For some reason there, my mind isn't connecting where I have which thing stacked. Yeah, it's always interesting to see what new products Panini's going to have in any given year, because they kind of always ditch a handful of brands and then bring in a handful of other things. Sometimes the new stuff takes, and sometimes you never see it again. I was glad to see that Gold Standard was back again. Of course, we hadn't had that in football since like 2011, I guess. We just had it the 1 year in football originally until last year when they brought it back. And it is indeed back again this year. But no Prestige this year, it doesn't look like. Dorrance Armstrong is numbered to 249. Dorrance. I gotta look him up. He is a Cowboy, Dallas Cowboy. I know, eventually I'll get all these learned. It's helpful when you get a chance to see them in their NFL uniforms. It's easier to remember. It's harder up until that. But I do remember Hayden Hurst. He is a Baltimore Raven. That is numbered to 75. Ravens really are kind of cleaning house tonight, aren't they? But they haven't hit the one they're after yet. Number to 25, Todd Gurley and the Rams. Next up is DJ Moore. DJ is numbered to 225. And DJ Moore is a Panther. So there's another one coming the way of the Panthers. Numbered to 99 for the Patriots, we have Ryan Izzo. For the Bengals, a nice little relic for Joe Mixon. Another J.J. Watt portrait. A few base cards. And we have 2 boxes left to go. So we have to get our mojo working. For those of you who have not yet gotten your hits, or the hits that you want anyway, let's hope we can find them for you somewhere in these last couple of boxes. And of course, don't forget, we still have the 150 reward point card to give away as well. So that will be another chance to take home something. Of course, all the cards ship, so every team's going to have a package coming. No matter what, you're going to have some cards headed your way. Oh, I saw the Jackson. I got all excited there for a second. But this is Justin Jackson. It is numbered to 25. Justin Jackson is a Charger. Another little Christian Kirk insert that was. Gurley. Rashad Penny. Seahawks are not going to go home empty-handed. Numbered to 25. There comes Rashad Penny. Matt Stafford portraits. That doesn't even look like Matt Stafford, does it? I mean, I guess it kind of does, but not really. I don't know. Doesn't look that much like him. Obviously, it is him, but I don't know. Maybe not the most accurate picture. We'll say it like that. Andy Dalton to 99, Cincinnati Bengals. Dante Pettis is coming up next. Dante Pettis is a 49er, I believe. Numbered to 225. Alvin Kamara flash insert for the Saints. And then we have a Lavon Coleman, which is numbered to 99 for the Texans. Well, at least we have something coming for the Packers for you, Philip. It is a relic from Aaron Jones. So we did at least hit you something, and we still got a box to go, and we may find you something else too, but for now, you're not going home empty-handed. How about that? Step in the right direction anyway, right, Philip? I know, Rusty, we need to conjure up some giants for you, don't we? There's a lot of nice Saquon Barkley inserts and things right at the first of the break, but I don't think any of them were numbered. But there were a few different ones in there. But again, we will recap our relics, our signatures, and our numbered cards at the end of the break. So after we look through these cards that comprise our final box, I will then go award the 150, which looks like there's going to be 2 of, rewards points cards, and then we will recap. So there's a second one of those. Means 2 of our hits along the way were replaced with the rewards points cards. Deshaun Hamilton. Deshaun Hamilton is numbered to 249. And I believe he is a Bronco, right? Let me double check that. Yeah. Sean Hamilton, I believe, should be a Bronco. Of course, I guess the nice thing about this set is their base cards of our rookies will give us their NFL teams, even though those do not. Numbered to 10, Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys. So I should be able to match it all up anyway when I'm sorting. Ito Smith is our next draft day. Man, that is a little bitty signature, isn't it? I guess like everybody else's was kind of huge. And then there's Ito. Ito was originally undrafted and went, I believe, to the Falcons after the fact. So I believe Ito is a Falcon. Again, I will double check that before it gets out the door. Well, last but not least, we have managed to come up with a giant for you. There's an LT relic, so I know that's probably not what you were hoping for if you had the Giants, but at least we did come up with something for you. A portrait's Eric Weddle, and a couple more base cards there. Okay, so we have a few little odds and ends to take care of before we recap. And that's going to be, first of all, we've got to give these out. I'm going to bring you along with me. What I will do is copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet. We will go over to random.org and I will paste them all in there. And once they're pasted in there, I will hit random a single time. And then the first 2 teams that come up after we hit random will each get one of those 150 reward point cards. So that's kind of how we're going to fly with this. I guess I better make sure. Did I move you onto the page with me? Yes, good. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll move to the page and then realize I haven't moved your view on your page. So I will scroll through here. You can then see, of course, that all 32 of our teams were copied and correctly pasted into random.org. And here we go. Number 1 and number 2, after I hit random, will each take home one of the 150 points cards. So that will be the Browns and the Jets. All right, let's label those up, and then we'll be ready to recap everything. So if you happen to miss something earlier, now it's going to be your chance to get another pass at it. Okay, so here are our numbered cards first. There is Zeke, numbered to 10. That is to 99, 99, 99, 25 to 10, 99. That one's numbered to 5, 99, 99, 99, 99, and to 5. So those are our numbered cards out of tonight's break. I think I got all those stacked out separately. If you happen to see one go through earlier that you didn't see in the recap, it only means I stacked it in the wrong place. Of course, it doesn't mean you wouldn't get it. I would find it when we sort. Lawrence Taylor relic for the Giants. Aaron Jones relic for the Packers. For the Bengals, a Joe Mixon relic. And then Lance Allworth and the Chargers. Fred Taylor and the Jags. For the Rams, Jared Goff. For the Chiefs, nice little 2-color patch there for Pat Mahomes. That just looks like that ought to be numbered, doesn't it? But, oh, it is. It's numbered to 25. I didn't even see that earlier. It's right there, right there. Kept thinking that should be numbered because it's so, much. It's so different than our others that don't have a second color. So it was numbered to 25. Good. Matt Ryan, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. And then we have the Lions with Golden Tate, followed by the Titans with Marcus Mariota, and finally Singletary for the Bears. So that takes care of our relics. Now we had, of course, our 250 reward point cards. These replaced hits of some sort along the way. Used random.org to award them a moment ago. One went to the Browns, the other to the Jets. Now we have a couple of stacks of signatures to look at here. Traquan Smith, draft day signature. Josh Allen and the Cowboys. Cameron Petway, Jaleel Scott, draft day. Anthony Miller, Deontay Burnett, a nice little Christian Kirk draft day. Jordan Lasley, Marcus Allen. Of course, we're not looking at the back of them again this time. We did look at the backs originally, didn't really see anything noteworthy. Darius Geis, Vance Johnson, Billy Price, Tavarius McFadden, James Washington, Mike Gesicki, Jamon Moore, Kurt Benkert, and a nice Mason Rudolph draft day autograph. A draft day Ito Smith, Deshaun Hamilton, Dante Pettis, Rashad Penny, Justin Jackson, DJ Moore, Hayden Hurst, Dorrance Armstrong, nice Josh Rosen draft day signature. Did pretty well with our quarterbacks tonight. Leighton Vander Esch, Harold Landry, Dante Pettis, Ed McCaffrey for the Broncos, Orlando Brown, Kerryon Johnson, and Logan Woodside. So our draft days were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we did get one every other box. You know, sometimes it'll say on, well, they always say on average. I just wanted to know, did they really give us one every other box? And it looks like they did. So, all right, cool. So that is all we have for tonight, just the one break. I will, however, put the spreadsheet up again in case anyone missed it earlier. You logged on after we had started or something along those lines. Let's get that up and rolling here where you can take a look at your anticipated shipping date and all that kind of info. I know many of you are taking off now, so let me take a moment to say thank you once again. I do appreciate you breaking and bidding and chatting with me. And of course, we're going to have lots more Luminance to open, including on Sunday night, as a matter of fact. We're going to bust into another case of it basically every other night for a little while. We're going to kind of alternate between a case of Finest and a case of Luminance, and then we'll mix in some other odds and ends, memorabilia breaks, and some individual box breaks, and some half case stuff of other products. But that's kind of how we're going to roll for a little bit. And I believe that is it for tonight. So once again, thanks everyone. I hope that you have an outstanding weekend, and I will be back at it tomorrow night. So until I see you then or see you next, take care now. Bye-bye.